Alright, hello everyone and welcome to another 3v3 fastest map on StarCraft Brood Wars Remastered. We're gonna go ahead and get a game in before I head to bed tonight. I was meaning to do it earlier after my cup of coffee, and then I got sidetracked with playing. So that happens quite a bit. So, anywho, this is replay number 205. This is from 9/27/18, so another 7-year-old replay. And again, this was like, I think the last replay I did was the same thing, where for some reason in September of 2018 I was playing some StarCraft. So got a lot of replays from that time. But let's go ahead and jump into the game and look at the teams. Over here in the top right corner we've got L. Wiley, the teal Protoss, and then down in the bottom left corner, yours truly, John Red Corner 1129, the yellow Protoss, and then also on our team is the brown Zerg Snowshake. Snowshake. Oh. All right, other team up here in the right corner, we've got ER Moda Namek. So we got that going on, whatever that name is. Bottom right corner, we've got Lolo Della Gala, the orange Zerg. And then over here we've got Tarako, the red Terran. Strange names there. I like my team's names better. Alright, let's do a quick APM check as we see myself getting those gateways up. No one getting too crazy there. We see Snowshake is getting just right around 100. Everyone else floating around 60, all the way down to 20. Eli at 20. I'm at 50, which is much faster than I'm usually going. I'm surprised by that. Okay, so I'm getting my gateways going first. We'll go ahead and speed this up a little bit. Alright, we've got the spawning pool coming with hatchery. We've got the hatcheries coming here. This very much looks like a game that might not explode till a little bit later on, just because of I think it's an 18-minute game, so might not see things early. Alright, here's Red getting his barracks up, and then also here Zerg. Yeah, this is the way I like to build Zerg. You get the hatcheries up with a few creep colonies inside, you build the hatcheries from here across, and then you've got this real tough to get to sunken colony line that really sort of helps your helps you stay safe, especially if like zealots are attacking you or another Zerg's attacking you with some Zerglings. It really helps a lot. So if you're trying to learn Zerg and you want to see a little bit more about what they're doing, there it is right there. Spawning pool right on top of the minerals, and then keeping it nice and tight so you're nice and safe. Alright, so I say I'm always a let's take action kind of player. I'm never a sit around and wonder what's going to happen player. So I'm going to go ahead and attack Brown and get the ball rolling on the attacks. Alright, I don't think this is going to be enough. He doesn't have a ton of... Oh, wait. Okay, I'm sending my guys to help this guy. Was he getting attacked? Did I miss that? I must have missed that while I was watching someone else. Alright, maybe it's Teal attacking him. So Teal looks like he's getting out some early units. He's got a lot. Oh, only 4 gateways. This guy's got a ton of Marines to start off. Let's get this menu back up. He's getting a few barracks now. Alright, I move back to my base. I'm slowly and steadily getting things going. This guy seems to be okay. I mean, he's at 25 workers. That's more than Orange has. Alright, so we're seeing some people spike above the 100. Now Orange is and Brown is. Everyone else sort of floating around 50. This guy's moving very slow. That's also because he's attacking. He's just got guys sort of sitting around. Brown's getting his lair. Alright, I send my guys. Try to find out what the deal is. I got quite a few zealots. Am I upgrading them? Yes, I am. Ah, gotta love it. Alright, so this is the 5-minute mark, so you do look, as we watch this attack that's coming in, watch, here come all these upgrades in for the Hydralisks. Here come upgrades from me, and then a little bit ahead of green. So, all right. So here comes the first battle of the game. So again, I was talking about how these are going to be hard to get to. Plus, he's got Zerglings. He's doing a good job of sort of leading me into all of the damage. That being said, though, the Zerglings are getting snapped up, and here comes some reinforcements. Can I get on top of these Sunkens? He's not probably going to let me. Alright, I am getting on some of them here. Alright. Not doing as much damage as I would like, but certainly getting some stuff done. Oh, here comes Red to save the day for him. Oh man, that's not good. I thought it was a pretty good first assault. It gives him some time to get going. It gives Brown some time to get going. I must have missed something that happened early on with some kind of attack, because I wonder what I missed early on, because Brown seemed to be a little bit slow to the game. Alright, so here comes Red. Red and White are thinking that they can go and attack Brown. So here comes this assault. Alright, so this game is heating up now. I like this. Alright, he's got quite a few Hydralisks out, so he just popped those out, and just in time. Alright, we're seeing Red move in. Does he have... Oh, he doesn't have the Academy yet, so those are just like plain old Marines. Those are not going to do the job. Wow, so Brown just held that by himself. He's getting more Hydralisks out. With the Sunken support, he should be just fine. Alright, meanwhile, Teal decides to attack Green. Without the speed, I just don't think he's going to get too much accomplished. Pretty decent attack, though. He's getting Red thinking. Alright, I'm coming in, making sure that no one else is attacking Brown for a little bit. Getting some cannons at my front. Alright, we're seeing upgrades now. Speed and Dragoon range in for Teal. I'm getting my ground armor. You're seeing Overlord movement come in. Missile attacks. Alright, here we go. Here's a move in. I'm moving in on Red, so we're keeping the pressure on Red here. Brown's now going to come in and help with this. Oh boy, and he's got lurkers. Oh, and here comes lurkers from White, too. This is a lurker battle. Alright, so even though... Oh, so this is like a battle of the lurkers. Oh, but White's not positioning them well, and he's running right into the Hydralisks who are getting a lot of them. And then his Hydralisks are moving right on top of the production. Oh, man. Yeah, and that guy knew it. He just left. It is so... Yeah, it really is frustrating. Something that I didn't even realize, that I never realized in the game until now, and I feel really stupid not realizing it sooner, is how fast lurkers are. Look at how fast they move. Like, you can just walk them anywhere you want. Because, I mean, I guess when they're above ground it makes sense because they're slow. Alright, so we're streaming in on this guy even though he's dead. Alright, we finally take his lurkers out. I do not know what I'm doing. I'm so embarrassed. He's like, he's gone. You don't need to kill him anymore. Well, anyways. Now it's just orange and white, but they are looking mighty fierce. Alright, so here are the lurkers. Again, really quickly, really fast. Alright, they move he's just trying to get some front defense, because he probably knows that something's coming. Alright, so... Again, this was 7 years ago. I feel like I'm a little bit better of a player now. I have no way to have... I don't have a robotics facility, so I have no way to have any kind of detection. So I'm sort of at the mercy of what Teal has, who also doesn't have anything. So we're both at the mercy of Brown's overlords to keep us seeing what we need to see. So that, I have a feeling that's going to come into play as we move against all of these lurkers that are everywhere. Alright, so Brown now getting a chance to breathe. He's got pretty good money in the bank. I'm struggling a little bit with money. We're looking at the probe count. Orange is the lowest. Actually, alright, so macroing up, getting a bunch of cannons. Alright, we decided to just move in on orange. He's got some lurkers in some different places. Alright, so they're trying to take out that overlord, and they do. They know that was the big play. Alright, but even with these overlords down, this is going to be a really hard hold. Really like the way he's got his base. But just the dragoons, the hydralists, the zealots just in front, just sort of running around. There goes another sunken. More zealots coming in. Oh, look at those zealots just streaming in. White now. Oh, those are actually Brown's lurkers. So he takes out a bunch of White's units and at least weakens them as they're coming in on Teal. Teal might be scared, but yeah, Teal should be just fine here. He's fighting weakened hydralists if he goes in on that. This guy's just sort of, he was trying to do a counterattack, but he just doesn't have enough yet. Wow, and Orange is actually holding here as all those Sunkens are getting taken down. He's getting some Hydralists and Zerglings up. Oh, the Zerglings don't have the speed boost. That's the thing you really need to do. That's the thing as a Zerg I always do when I'm playing. Get that Zerg speed boost early on. If someone attacks you early on, Zerglings are going to be your only real mode of defense. Alright, so we're continuing to just stream in units. Look at all these units coming in from everywhere. Teal's just sort of got shell shocked from that attack. Now he's just building more cannons. White's got a lot of Hydralisks. He's upgrading. I just don't think he has enough without, Orange. I think he tried to counterattack, which is good, but I think if he just came and tried to save his partner, that probably would have been a better way to go about it. But anyways, so look at all those units just streaming in. Poor Orange. Hanging on till the bitter end. But here comes the bitter end, and we'll just speed this up as we're just taking him out for the last little bit. More units coming in. And down he goes. Alright, so now we're getting ready for the big assault against White. Oh, he was trying to do a drop, but he doesn't have Overlord speed. So they were just slowly moving in, and he saw it and stopped them. That's really funny. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and speed this up. So Orange leaves the game, and then here comes the assault on White. So we'll see how well White holds here. We've seen a lot of good holds on this channel recently. There's been 2 really good games where someone held very, very well. So we'll see how this guy does. He's got some lurkers. He's got plenty of Hydralists. Not sure what he's doing right now because, yeah, Hydralists are just standing there. Alright, here come the Dark Templar. I don't think he has any Overlords down here. These Templar are going to go unchecked. Oh, no. They seem to be... They either were seen or they got splash damage attacked by these lurkers. Alright, so these lurkers are doing crazy damage here. The Hydralists are right on top of them, so it's like once you step forward on top of them. Alright, Brown get Overlords for lurkers. He's moving them in. He did sort of have them in place. It's just we don't have enough right now to break them. Wow, good job. Another good hold. So we're seeing a really good hold by this guy. Alright, looks like he's getting ready to try and do some Guardians. He's a little behind on the Spire, so this is going to be really hard. Alright, so he holds the initial attack. Alright, he's at 1-1. He's at 2-0, so really good attack, but not much defense. Alright, so here I come. I'm just throwing units there now. Seeing what I can do. Smartest thing to do is just macro up. Yeah, I think just going Mass Zealot is also smart. I don't know why I'm getting all these cannons. There's only one guy left in the game. We just gotta break him. I should probably just be building more gateways, quite honest. There's one more coming. Alright. Brown's trying to make something happen here. He's trying to be economical about going after those lurkers, so he's trying to stay out of their range. He's doing a pretty good job. And White's doing a good job of trying to lure him into the lurkers. Alright, so White's doing a good job holding again. Now he's sending out some zealots. Or not zealots, some zerglings. Those should get on top of the Dark Templar. Oh, the Dark Templar! They use all their energy to kill all those zerglings. I don't know if that was worth it. We like the idea, though. Alright, he's getting the starports, finally. I'm just going more gateways, more gateways. Brown's really trying to break this guy, but we're just not really helping him at the moment. I am just getting my zealots up. This guy's getting his units up. I think we all just attack together. It'll just be power overwhelming here. Gosh, this might have to be another hold the line game. I mean, this has been impressive. Alright, so Brown attacking again with just a few units. He's just sort of sending guys to keep White honest. This also forces White over and over. Here comes the Templar. Oh, the Templar gets right on top of the lurkers. Kills two of them. Good job by Teal. Alright, here we go. So now Teal's moving in with Brown. This could be really bad here. Oh, but he's using the storms. Oh, what a good play by the Templar. He's sort of moved that lurker group back, and now he's moving them in here. He's got Guardians. They finally press through. Here I come with my zealots. Oh man, look at this. Again, it's just this is what's so fun about Fastest Map. Look at this. Look at this army. The Corsairs coming in. Good job by Teal to have the Corsairs ready. I actually think if he used the Guardians in defense there, then he might have had a better chance. Alright, so those are getting taken out. Here comes all of the units. And that's tough when you got Hydras and just Zealots streaming in behind it. There we go. Pretty good game. Yeah, I was pretty much left alone there, so made me look better. Look at all the resources I have left over. But good team win. We did what we needed to do and took care of business. All right, thanks for joining us, and I'll catch you on the next one. My vacation's coming quickly to an end, so I might not be getting as many out as I have been lately, but keep your eyes peeled, and thanks for tuning in. Have a good rest of your night, and we'll catch you on the next one.